Hello, my name is Joshua Perry, and this is my informative speech on time management. Albert Einstein once said that the only reason for time is that everything doesn't happen at once. If everything were to happen at once throughout the day, nothing would ever get done. Luckily, we have time on our hands, and I'm going to help you manage it so that your days get easier and less stressful. I will discuss 4 points that will help you manage your time more efficiently, and they are: number 1, prioritize your task; number 2, avoid interruptions; number 3, stop procrastinating; and number 4, limit multitasking. So for number 1, we're going to talk about prioritize your task. That is, before you start something new, identify the activity that would have most effect on your project, your team, and your client if you were to deal with it right now. Resist the temptation to to clear smaller, more important items first. Start with what is most important. To help you assess which activities to focus on first, ask the following: what does my client or my team need most from me right now? What will cause the most trouble if it doesn't get done? What is the biggest contribution I can make right now? Which strategic task do I need to deal with today to help us work smarter tomorrow? Number 2 is avoid interruptions. The more uninterrupted time you get during the day to work on important tasks, the more effective you'll be. Identify the activities that tend to disrupt your work and find a solution. For example, avoid checking emails and answering the phone when you're in the middle of something important. Once you have broken your flow, it can be difficult to reestablish it. Instead, discipline yourself to work on a task single-mindedly until it's complete. And stop procrastinating. If you have difficulty staying focused or tend to procrastinate, you may benefit from creating an external commitment for yourself. For instance, schedule a meeting in 2 days' time where you'll be presenting your work and by which time your actions will have to be completed. It's also very effective to complete the most unpleasant task early in the day and to follow yourself small rewards once you've completed them. I have a funny story about procrastinating. A time management expert at a conference was to give a speech about her success in business and how time management plays a huge part of business success. She engaged the crowd, and they seemed to love her. She was giving tips and sharing success stories. Suddenly, she realized she had been talking for over 2 hours. She stopped to apologize to the weary group and explain that she had left her watch at home. And then a voice came from the audience, and they said, "There's a calendar next to you." And next will be limit multitasking. Many of us multitask and believe we're effective when we do so, but evidence suggests that we cannot effectively focus on more than one thing at a time. In order to stop multitasking, try these tips. Plan your days in blocks and set specific time aside for meetings, returning calls, and for doing detailed planning and analysis work at your desk. Whenever you find yourself multitasking, stop and sit quietly for a minute. And the next, I will be doing a visual aid that I have seen from previous presentations, and I thought it would be a good idea to use it for myself. Okay, so the sand represents the least important things, and the ping pong balls represent the most important topics that you have. So as you can see, if you take your least important tasks that you have them all lined up perfectly in a glass, or not even in a glass, just throughout your day, and then you try to add your more important task to it. So as you can see, they obviously don't fit, therefore you can't get your important tasks done. So a good analysis for that would be to do your important tasks first, get those out of the way, and then you'll add your least important task to it. Very good. everything's done. All your work is done for the day. So, in closing, I want to reiterate the necessity of time management in our lives, because if you want to get ahead in your career, deliver your project successfully, and to get a promotion or pay raise, you must learn to consistently focus on the activities that add the most benefits to your project and your clients. The better you are at maintaining focus and managing your time, the more you will achieve, and the easier it will be for you to leave the office on time. So not only does it affect time management, allow you to get better results at work, it also helps you withstand stress and live a more fulfilling life outside of work. Thank you.